Hello and welcome to Caravan Salon 2021. This is the 2022 range from Rapido. 8096DF. I filmed this in the past in a couple of years. Previous editions, you can see it. I don't suppose it's going to be much different, but this is a 60 version, presumably 60 years of the company. 60 edition. This thing here is 749 centimeters long, 235 wide, 295 high. Okay, 3.5 ton basis, and it says a tolerance of 3%. Well, it's not going to be 3%. Let's. We haven't got the overall weight, I think. Anyway, but anyway, this is going to cost 102,060 euros, and you can see there's what 18,000 approximately, almost, of extras, and the most expensive of which is the Rapido Pack Select Series 8F80DF. What's that mean? Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, something like that. Right, so this type of money, of course, you would expect a double floor, and this one has got one. Now, I think that Rapido vans do look somewhat similar. No. And let's go to the very back to start off with. Now, with a queen bed, you can get in from that side, you get in from the other side, you get in from the front, and I understand the attraction of it. And here I'm standing on the step beside the bed, and I'm standing upright. So far so good. There we've got this bar, but I do prefer these things that actually pull the bar comes out when you open the door, and you can get your shirts and things easily, or more easily. The bottom down here, we've got this ledge, which might come in handy for keeping things like your mobile phone, contraceptives, beer, you know, sort of thing that you might actually need in your van. And also, you may have noticed there's a bed up front. We'll have a look at that if I remember as I go out there. And here, what you do, you can shut off the riffraff who's out the front and down there. Here, close this one as well, and that closes like that. So you're sort of now closed in your bedroom. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. Now, you may think at the moment, I've just occurred to me, this looks a bit bland. This looks, but I suppose once you've got the plastic cover off the bed and maybe something on the walls or something like, I don't know, it mightn't look so bad. Down here, convenient location for your heating. Alde heating down there. You can put the heating on and then go back to sleep. So it'll save you keeping the heating on all night, won't you? You'll save some gas that way. And the bed will go up and down, but we'll see that in the garage if the garage is open, and if the garage is closed then we won't see it at all. This is a handle, goes there like that, locks you in, and you've got this space here. Now, what's it like with this one closed as well? Let's close the whole thing up. There you go, let's close the whole thing up. I'm now closing the whole thing up. Oh dear, there's somebody in here. Who could it be? The bears are in the bears are in there. Oh, the bears have gone out. That was something said in my family. I don't know if that's a common, as a child, bears are on the roof. And you heard strange noises. Anybody else heard that as a saying? Don't know if it was popular in the 70s or something like that, but do write that down. So I don't know where it comes from. Right, okay, we'll come into the kitchen here. Rapido's got this 102,000 van, but there's only 2 burners there. If you want 3 burners, that's an option. I think 2. I really do think that 2 is enough. But one point here is this: you've got a big pan on here. I had one of these which melted. So I'll make that point now. Now, this thing here is locked. Meaning that, here you go, see that? Central locking. That's quite handy actually, because that means either they're all going to sort of fly open, or none of them are going to fly open as you go around a corner. Ah, and what is this down here? This looks curious, doesn't it? There you go. That's quite good, I think. Oh, also got something down here. What could this be? That's for keeping your secret stuff you don't want anybody to know about. I'm talking about secret stuff you don't want anybody to know about. Let's have a look down here in the double floor. Right, access to your pump. Good. From inside the van. Good. Because when it's cold, you might want to dump the water if you're not going to use the van or something like that. In here, storage in the double floor. How deep is it? It's not deep. It's how much is that? About 20 centimeters. Doesn't go like that, goes like that. And here, what could be down here? There you go, more storage in the double floor. I'm a big believer in double floors. I noticed that not many people ask questions about double floors, so obviously I'm not making my point to the viewers. On the other hand, people do want to see beds coming down. No, we need two hands in this case, so I've only got one. So I only got one free, I've got two, but the one that's holding the camera. So out a look on that one. So let's now have a look. Oh, down here. Nice comfortable chair, this 60. Now, I know somebody's going to write the comment. 102,000 for a Fiat. Yeah, Rapido has an M series, which is on a Mercedes, but it's top of the line models. And this isn't one of them. Are on a Fiat. Alright, let's have a walk outside. Our fridge is here. And what's this? Bit of storage. Television. Well, it would be if it were put on there. Right, now I mentioned that the bed goes up and down. There's a crank to move the bed up and down with. You know, I'm not in favour of electric stuff, but sorry, that's not to do with the bed up and down. That's for the awning. Sorry, the bed moving up and down is here. I might be able to do it as well. There we go. You see, there's the bed going up. And this will give you a lot of space inside the garage, but less space for the bed. But anyway, what we'll do now is once this has gone up, we'll go and have a look at the situation inside. Now, one thing about these things, I've got to point this out, is that these motors can be used maybe up and down and then leave it for 20 minutes or so. You can't just keep coming back and sort of moving up. They're not toys, and they will break. So there you go. So that's now, you've got this enormous garage here. Brilliant, eh? And the reason why it's in the garage is because that's likely to be the place where you've got your bikes or something like that which could break. But this now, look how high it is inside. It's much higher. I didn't show you this either, did I? I forgot to show you this one. I suppose you could sort of use that for storage. I don't really know how, but see, it's much more difficult to get into. So you're going to need to use the next step, possibly up. But what about, what's it look like once you get in? Well, that's your view. Can you see how much space you got? What about making the van taller? Now, this is one of the arguments I often put forward. Vans ought to be taller, but there is an issue with stability. Now, this thing here is still under 3 meters overall height, but I think stability problems kicking around 330, something like that. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know. Right, let's have a walk around the outside. Here we go. Rapido 60. Storeroom, double floor. 8, but that isn't this room. That isn't this van. Okay, so there you have it. What do you think of this motorhome? You like it? Don't really like it? What do you think? Rapido 8096 DF 60 year or 60 edition. Edition 60 edition. Thanks for watching and all the best from Düsseldorf.